What's up, guys? So today we are doing another battle series. We are testing an updated version of my Super 17 list. This time we're doing with some of the Friezas army support, which I think is pretty cool. Alright, so we're rolling. We're going second. So it does similar things. Obviously, we're trying to go up the Super 17 chain. Or the Super 13 chain, excuse me, and then making them discard a bunch of cards and all that kind of stuff. It's nothing like too off the radar. We'll keep that. But we are using the Frieza's army stuff, which in the original list we ran some of it. We ran like the Chilai the Beautiful and things like that. But now we're actually like really committing into it. We're running the 1-drop Chile to draw a card. We're running Speedy Lenmo. So we're really like trying to go into all those kind of engine cards. Lenmo's really good with this. If they discard, they never comes into play. If Chilai's in play, they discard a card. So if 13's in play and they discard a battle card, it makes them discard another card for 2 energy, which is really good. We're also running Shinron Figure of Majesty in this deck. Which makes us make them discard, give things like critical, or we could bring in a battle card from our drop area, so we bring in the Lenmo for free, make them discard a card, potentially 2 cards, all sorts of stuff. Why are you playing that? It's his first turn. Oh, just draw a card. Okay, so far so good. We'll probably charge that. We'll swing. Typically, this is an announcer. There's a couple different variations going around. This is more likely like maybe they go Bobby into all the stuff to go into the showdown Vegeta, which then goes into Goku. Let's see, what did we mill? So if we can find it in time, we run Preemptive Strike, which is actually like really good versus that whole engine because they're wanting to go off on like turn 3 or turn 4, excuse me, turn 3 if they run objection. But if we can do that, we can really put them behind. So right now we're pretty good on our hand. The only thing we're missing is the 3-drop 13, which goes into the 7-drop. Which we milled one, which isn't fantastic, but we'll be fine. Next turn we can just Dr. Jero for Android 20 if we need to, which is a really good card for the engine. It just finds like all the pieces for us, so it's really good. We're totally good just going down to 4. Pretty much as quickly as possible, honestly. We want to get to those cards, get to our awakening, and all that good stuff. So there's at least not a turn 2 objection go into, which actually, now that I think about it, that's actually interesting that you're running Awakening Talent Pan. Generally speaking, you're not running a lot of self-awakening cards with Announcer, because you're just not a very good leader on your backside. Let's see, what do we want to charge? Playing the Dr. Jero this turn. I think, are we? Or are we just gonna... we'll charge as a limo. That's fine. We'll swing. We'll see what we get actually first. Yeah, generally speaking, Announcer doesn't want to awaken early. Just because their backsides, they don't get as much hand advantage. Well, I mean, they don't draw whenever they play a card. I mean, they still draw whenever they attack, but they can't draw on both turns like you can on the front side. No response, so we drop area 2. What did we mill? Oh, we got, both our Shinrons are gone, so much for that. We draw to Chilai, that's fine. He's gonna swing into us. I think we just go ahead and go get the Android 13. So there's 1 in life still. So it's It's probably better that we did it here because our chances of getting it wouldn't be necessarily super high. Then we'll pass. I mean, I guess we could pressure him here, but he's already doing it himself, so I'm not super worried about it. It makes the pan a little less playable, but the way that he's being a little bit more aggressive, I think we're fine. So ideally, he gets us to 4 here, and then we can draw a preemptive. That would be really cool. It sucks about the Shenron. I wanted to really show that off. So the really cool thing about the Shenron is obviously you can bring in the limos for free, which is almost like a discard too. The other thing is that you can give Big Super 13, excuse me, critical. And he's already got double strike, so whenever he swings, if they take it and 2 battle cards go to the drop, then they have to discard 2 cards from hand, which makes him way more viable because you don't really want to swing at him as just a double strike, unless you're like kind of closing out the game. But it makes him really good there. Okay, so we're just doing this thing then. We've not even seen any like Dendays or any. Well, he's charged a Dende. That either tells me he's either like probably got what he wants in hand, or maybe he's got a second Dende. He just charged that this turn. Uh, 15. We'll take it. Another death ball. Fred's take life for pan. Alright, so he's flipping early, which, like I said, that's really interesting. Typically you don't see announcer go that aggro, which he's got a huge hand size, so I guess it's kind of whatever, but we're sitting kind of pretty with our 3 negates. Yeah, we want to take the life from pan anyway, so if he doesn't, that's fine. 2, 3. Okay, that makes sense. Put these at the bottom, main deck, bottom, main deck, bottom. He's got all sorts of like awkward sequencing here, but it's fine. So these become 20Ks. Only 5Ks. So let's see what he does here with this. See if he swings. Okay, so he just swings here. It's probably not super correct there. Draw multiple, draw 2. Okay, so we do get the preemptive, so we're good there. And now we just kind of combo out of this. So that's the question. Do we want to just... No, we can't negate it. No response. Alright, so 25 crit. We need to get a android in the drop anyway, so we'll go 15, 20, 25, 30. Feels bad losing all those cards from hand, but kind of can't be helped. I'm just going to attack us here for 15. Probably just take this. plays for the turn are over, so 15. Yeah, I think we just, I mean, we can get out of it, but it's just not worth it. Let's take it. Alright, where's our other 13? Do we charge it? What else do we got? See, I don't know if these lists are like regularly running. What you call it? Awkward situation anymore. I wouldn't imagine. Just don't think they have room. So we'll KO and discard. So we're getting into the debate right now. So a lot of people don't quite understand that whenever he KOs a card with his first ability, you do discard for the second ability. The second ability mentions that you don't discard do this card's skills, this skill. But they're separate skills, so they do, the first one triggers the second one. It's pretty specific. I mean, it does say other than this skill, and it does that so it doesn't create an infinite loop. And a lot of people aren't just like, whether they just choose not to believe it or they just don't. I'm not quite sure, but that's been causing a lot of issues playing the Android 13 stuff online. So he went ahead and did it, which is good. Alright, so we will awaken, untap 2. So we got a couple different options here. I think we're just going to swing into this oob. We need to make sure we can kind of get rid of this. And then we'll probably super combo into it. So typically what's good is we like swinging into the leader because we are crit. But so if we were to crit a card away out of their life, then they have to, and it's a battle card, then they have to pitch a card to the 17, which is really strong. But like I said, we kind of need to get rid of this field. He's obviously got a pretty huge hand, so he could probably just combo out of this pretty easy, but... and then whenever, so we play the Android 13, we do play a split, just like in our standard Super 17 list with the 13 stuff. I prefer a split. You could totally make the argument for 4 Paragus. I would probably never go for Android 13, you just want that draw. So he pitched the Killy Zone. Alright, so 20, 25, 30. Okay, so we'll take that because he's at least like getting rid of a bunch of cards on hand. We may even... I think this is fine. We're just going to swing into the oop. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So now he's at 3. That's fine. So he's trying to really protect that oop, so it makes me wonder, he probably doesn't have like a whole bunch going on here. He may end up having the Bobbity stuff, because he's only on 4, so he couldn't go all the way up the chain. But if he does, we can just play this and kind of get out of that. So let's see what he does. He went in and dropped the Killy Zone, so unless he has another one, we're pretty safe. Okay, so he played the Bobbity, so that probably tells me he's got another Bobbity in hand. We'll go no response. Let's go to 25, 30. No, it's not 35. It's 30. Drop area. Yeah. So we are at a kind of a rough spot getting down to 1, but I have a feeling he's got Bobbity in hand, and he's going to try to do that. No response, so he draws. Okay, so we're not, we'll get rid of the Chilai. So we're playing it pretty thin here. Yeah. So we should just have this now. And then 17, or Android 13, excuse me, I always call him 17, triggers off the preemptive strike, putting the Bobbity in the drop, so he has to discard another card. So we effectively just for 2 energy made him discard 2, which is really strong. Yeah, so on my turn, we just play the Infernal Machine and we win. We'll charge. He's got no combo power. Yeah, we'll just 2, 3, 4. We'll go Infernal Machine. Discard those 2. Your crit. Take him to 2, and then we've got 2 double strikers. So. And this one can't be negated, and he won't have a hand anyway, so it's just game over at that point. Yep. Uh, 15 crit. And then double strike for game. GG. Yeah, anyway, that's just kind of the strength of the deck. We didn't really get to see like a whole lot of like the new engine stuff, which is kind of unfortunate. Yeah, he went ahead and quit that game. I'll post the deck list in the description below as well. But like I said, really what we're trying to do is just draw a bunch of cards with the Chilais, and then we use the one-drop Chilai to put in Chilai the Beautiful, or you'll get Lemmo, make them discard a bunch of cards. We can play Shenron to bring in Lemmos for free, make them discard cards, all sorts of different kind of combinations of stuff that's really fun. I do ultimately think this may be the better version of the Super 17 stuff, as opposed to the list I posted a few weeks ago. I kind of came onto this about a week ago, I guess. Just kind of testing some different stuff. I was getting a little not super happy with late game with the standard Super 17 stuff, and then this just kind of came into my head, kind of based off the Golden Frieza stuff actually, with the discard and all that kind of stuff. But anyway guys, that is it, and we will see y'all next time.